You know, I'm never going to get over how the fact that this giant bug was what Jomir and Many took down. Also, do these planets look kind of like people to you in masks? Like right over here. Is that just me, is it? Hey everybody, Drag Mark here, and welcome to part 3 of Pyre. Last we left off, we completed the Springs of Jomir against the Fates. And, well, the Fates were actually the most honorable of the group we've ever met. And we also managed to find a moon-touched stowaway girl named Faye. So, yes. We did all that, and last time we also found that the minstrel vanished. So we're gonna try to find him, but we need to make to the cairn of Haub, which you're actually still on the other side of the valley. There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jodario tracks potential signs of movement east, the same way you are. Sorry. The same way you were headed. You consider where to search from. Well, we could go to Glue Hive, or we can go to Fall Flat. Headwind thinks the missing minstrel could have taken the route opposite the one you took. It makes sense, I guess. Let's go to Fall Flat. As you travel through the stark badlands of Fall Flat, Headwind seems more ill at ease than usual. There is no sign of the missing minstrel. The south river of Jomir Valley riddled with barren rock and bone. Even the wild curs of the valley avoid the oppressive heat of this place. Sorry about this, Jody. I had a hunch he must have come this way. Would that our hunches be more dependable, but do not fear, we shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance in your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refuse to say much more for now. And I believe that should be where the cairn of Haub should be. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming! They're coming! We have to be ready! We have to! Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scrambled to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more about their source of concern. Prepare for the night. Something is approaching and you and your fellow exiles need to be ready for it. Let's check out the wagon. Nothing here. Alright, prepare for the night it is. They are coming for us. They fear the scribes! They fear the scribes, I know they do! What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then, what are we gonna do? They fear the scribes! Calm yourself, Faye. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiment and the books. Indeed. One of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It should be like one of our own rights. Everyone turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you. I will do it, mister. Please, you have to let me. And the scribes. They will protect me. I know they will. Jodario exchanges looks with Headwind. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. Faye intends to help fend off the Howlers. Alright, prepare for them. So, I played and beat Titanfall 2 yesterday on Master Difficulty. Difficult, but fun. That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, about the scribes, they're here. And fend off the Howlers. Current reward. Toggle aim assist settings. Ooh, nice. I gotta really fix my control on this. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. That it? More. I think there's many more. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Don't let any howlers near the fire. Got it. It is just like the rights. Alright. No! No! Dang it! Is it over at last? It is. I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts.
Huh?
Just then face spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? An imp? Is that an imp? While holding release switch, you see a flash to power cast an Excel's aura for a faster attack. Oh. So yeah, Timefall on Master, it's difficult but fun. Got some more of the achievements. The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Faye. You find her in one piece, along with an unfamiliar little face. A drive imp. It is a drive imp. Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? I'm not gonna really voice tease this little guy here. You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by the drive imp standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The drive imp seems both excited and frustrated by something. You sense some pattern in the drive imp's screeches. He seems welcoming of this. Try further interpreting him. This drive imp seems to have history with your black wagon. You're beginning to understand him. It tracks your strength in your bond with the creature. The drive imp recognizes you as the new leader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. You can now understand this unusual drive imp. The drive imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other drive imps stare at him with something like reverence. The drive imp joins you. He seems to know his way around. Welcome aboard, little imp. Let's go speak to him. There he is. Drive imp. He seems to have something on his mind. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Your new companion seems to be very pleased with the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they do not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he's happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Where the heck is he? Anything to show that he was here? You observe the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon's centrifuge must be up there. Its driver stares down at you with big wet eyes. Nothing here. Alright, well, we couldn't find the minstrel, but we found an imp. Let's go. To the cairn of Ha'ub. The cairn of Ha'ub, one of Downside's celestial landmarks. The accursed imp here felled the mighty bone titan Jack's shoulders. An imp! An imp! Killed that thing! Lick sand. An arid southern pass toward the ominous cairn of Ha'ub. Your new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. Let's do it! Headwind orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the barren wastes of Jomir Valley. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching a black wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Then the imp rushes out toward whoever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. Tizo, it's good to see you, and you found the others even faster than expected. Tizo, he's a venerable tribe imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwings black wagon. Oh, it's the Minstrel! The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The little minstrel turns towards the rest of you. Hello. We may not have met, but I know who you all are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you watched the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have? I mean, have you walked with the scribes as well? Themselves? Hello indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. It should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you much concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? Hi, my client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake. So, what now? You will continue down the path. That is why I am here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now you have a job to do. I assure you that I will not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be alright? Everyone in the others exchange looks. Welcome back, Minstrel. You got a name? I am sometimes called Tariq. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. Tariq. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. The lone minstrel returns to the black wagon with your fellow exiles. Alright, let's go. We got the minstrel, we got a little driver named Tizo, and yeah, this is about to get a lot of fun. The cairn of Ha'ub is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite shall soon commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. The Slug Market! Oh, hey guys! Fancy running to you into this side of sand. So what can I do for you? Ron, how'd you make it all the way ahead of us? Yeah, come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give them all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been through such a good customer and all, is provide you with a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing you bought that moon crest thing here from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you can use this, and I got more if you want. A pinch of stardust. Thank you for the sample. And we got two more. Lucrative contract. After banishing an enemy, the bearer gains +1 up to this many times per rank 10. A pinch of stardust. Useful. Oof. Contrast is good, but let's get another pinch of Stardust. Ha! I know you're going to like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo! You know what I mean? And if you want some more, now, I just know just the individual in this town who can get it. Catch my meaning, yeah? Just stop on by any other time. Yeah, let's keep it quiet. Thanks, guys. Come and look. Good luck on that thing you're going on tonight. The Black Wagon. Oh, White Lute, the lone minstrel's Tariq's musical instrument, which he chronicles great deeds through song. There was something else here. Jody's throw rug. The lone minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through song. Using it, you may hear glimpses of your past experiences across the downside. Oh! Check this out! You guys can basically listen to all the songs in the game. Thrash Pack, Sinking Feeling, Dread Design, Snake Soul. So, yeah, we can't listen to any of the songs until much later in the game. But the Book of Rights. Let's see what this one is. The Rope Collar. In the words of Gogol Thalion, the Master General. I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend, if only he could grasp it. Whispered in his ear that Calum Rope Collar, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew them men myself. His was a simple yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor farther from his responsibilities and toward his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. The Rope Collar. Oh, the edges of the book glow. Okay. Okay, Tariq, let's see what you got. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you surely have a right you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rights, which means that you may know something of my nature. For centuries, the teachings of the 8 scribes have been passed down through oral tradition alone. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice to say, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. Drive amp. Lost in thought. Jody's trading in silence. Faye's lost in thought. Rukey's waiting for nightfall. Well, let's not keep them all waiting. Actually, wait. There's something I need to do. Let's give this to Jody. Let's give that to him. And let's use these pouches of Stardust. There. Now Jody's just a little bit more quicker. I'm gonna need that for the right. Against the right! You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Ha'ub, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. I can't believe an imp managed to kill a titan that huge. All is quiet for a time, and then, from out of nowhere, charges and a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. Psst, that's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work. Just don't make eye contact. He's a troublemaking cur who throws them to the feet of the triumvirates who stand against him. He looks like someone out of Mad Max. Oi, well, would you look at this lot? Even we got one of our own, consorting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realize? Good to see you, Parker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rights. Well, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're gonna be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. Don't know whose back you can scratch to earn yourself a spot in the hide of mighty Nightwings there, but I'm gonna make sure you all regret it, because why not? Sounds good. Sounds good. The cur Barker laughs as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars begin to glow. No one makes Rukey sad! No one! I love this song so much. Now I remember who these guys were. These were the third triumvirate we fight. I love them. They're rock. They have rock music. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed cairn of Haub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand against the Dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
That looks like a skull. As the star shines down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue howling and hooting and howling. Oh, come on, you lot! Let's boil some blood! Then Rukey pulls you aside. Look, chum, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this, okay? Since he means it. You make a mental note to ask about his sister with Barker whenever the time permits. It's alright, Rukey. We can take care of them. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here who I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, Minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I do not mean myself. The rights are not for me. I was referring to this little one. A creature wearing tiny raiments appears at the low minstrel's side. Tizo! Tizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversaries, the Dissidents. Absurd. The imp knows the rights? He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. So, you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do? The little one peers at you. You sense his connection to the rights as he awaits your guidance. Alright, little dude. Tizo seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader, influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He was inviting you to try. Alright.
Another joins your ranks. And a mere imp. Although... no, it cannot be. Then we shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
Tizo soon returns after imploding. Okay. Yep, I think I'm gonna be okay. Let's do it. Well done as ever, Tizo. Tizo was happy to lend his support during the rites, if you could ever use them. Well then, reader, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings?
Now we shall get started.
Well, Jody, you're up.
Jodariel.
Well, we can't use Rukey. Tizo! You're on, buddy.
Tizo.
And let's give a little bit to Faye.
Faye. Very well.
Diesel's ready to prove himself against the Dissidents. Time's up, you swill! Come on, boys, let's get him!
Begin.
Woo. Yeah.
Your adversary's Pyre is the first to falter. Seize the orb.
Gotcha. Yeet.
Remember everything which you hold dear.
Oh, we do. Oh! Dang! Ah!
Their Pyre weakens.
Walk on Tizo!
Barker banished.
Ooh, nice!
Magnificent.
Woo! Alright, you lot, that does it! No more fussing around, right? My boys and me, we're proper angry now. What the hell?
Careful now. Your adversary Barker there seems rather fired up.
Uh-oh.
Whatever shall you do against so fierce a foe?
Run, Tizo!
Splendid.
Okay, one more hit. One more hit and we got this.
Now end the ceremony.
Oh boy. No! No, 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 no.
'Twas dangerously close.
Yeah! Oh, come on! Like hell.
Didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Make it, make it! Oh! So close. No, 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 no.
The orb quenches the flame.
Our first hit in a Pyre game.
Such zeal.
Yeah.
And it is done.
Joe Dario saves us.
The Nightwings prevail yet again.
Noxas!
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Well, they got one hit in.
The ceremony is complete.
Perhaps now they shall learn some humility. Tizo has decided to have prevailed in his first ride with your group. Well, well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung, but I just can't believe you shy lot showed us the what for like that. My boys and I, we'll have to take what you just take you just a time more seriously next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old Rukey Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything, you hear? What the hell did Rukey do?
Knights do tend to teach something of trust.
And as you can see, the inspiration is very useful.
Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to me, they do, from time to time. Tricks of the rope collar. Red Master is enhancing a savage's deftness and trickery. None could predict or outsmart Caleb Rope Collar, chief aide of the Emperor of Sar. The Grand Trader's leanings, enhancing a savage's aggression and persistence. The Rope Collar was an idiosyncratic man whose interests he kept to himself. Heightened reflex. Brief charge up time before Faye jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Enemies of the Empire found armies at their doorstep before they realized what was even happening. Faye jumps and power jumps farther than usual. By the time Caleb Rope Collar betrayed his liege, he had multiple escape plans and contingencies in place. While sprinting, Faye slows down nearby adversaries. The Rope Collar was ever elusive and attempts to subdue him physically all failed. If Faye is banished while jumping, she shall instantly return at the origin of her jump. You shall conquer that river, and much more, my lord. Caleb Ropecollar's last words to Soleil Mur. Snapcast. The brief charge-up time before Faye casts her aura is greatly reduced. Kalium Ropecollar learns to control his impulses, knowing it was necessary for his plans. Faye flings the orbs faster and farther than usual. Kalium practiced throwing stones first at distant targets, then at moving ones as well. Smart. Sudden grasp. When saluting to her adversaries, Faye automatically leaps towards the orb if no one is at it. Whenever an opportunity arose for the Empire to gain in riches, the Ropecollar seized upon it quickly. While grasping the orb, Faye sprints and jumps without using stamina. Fear not, for I shall find our liege and return him safely, and the orb as well. Calmer Ropecollar. I'm gonna go with High Reflex because that actually seems useful.
A devious trick from the rope collar. Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple imps.
Tizo feels solemn respect for the rites in all their myriad complexities. Whoever just showed up, you just missed me destroying the Dissidents. Secret to the accursed imp. Rites unleashing an imp's latent and somewhat terrifying power. The diminutive imps of the downside turned out to be much more resilient than they first appeared. Right mastery is enhancing an imp's utility and the rest of his triumvirate. Without the aid of Ha'ub the Swallow, the fallen Emperor Mur sure would have never survived. Hang on. Yeah, I got a new companion. His name is Tizo. While fluttering or zipping, Tizo moves much faster than usual. The accursed imp survived the downside, oft by remaining well hidden from his many natural dangers. After casting his implode ability, Tizo returns much faster than usual. Ha'ub knew every hidden passageway and escape in all of Jomir Valley, and flagging hands as well. Tizo's implode ability can banish adversaries in a much wider area. The greater titans grew to fear him after news of the demise of Shaq's 6 soldiers spread across the land. An imp killed a titan that huge. Tizo gains an additional 10 damage when dousing the adversary's pyre. If you are truly cursed, friend imp, then may I thusly be with all your qualities. Soleil Mur Ta'ub. If banished, Tizo drops a moon sign allies can instantly transport to from their pyre. The imps of the downside flock to the highest points in all of the land, whether the moon shines bright. Last laugh. If banished, Tizo automatically casts his implode ability if he does not possess the orb. There are none who would dare lay hands on any imp in anger, lest they insist the curse of Ha'ub the Swallow. Wild Heart. When saluting to his adversaries, Tizo turns into a faster moving howler or back. The accursed imp Ha'ub was thought to be the first of his kind to exhibit signs of higher intellect. Star Sign. If banished, Tizo drops an improved moon sign that boosts ally speed and stamina. There is nothing which you cannot do, friend imp, for you know how to endure. Soleil Mur Ta'ub. Let's go with this one.
'Tis the influence of the imp scribe. Until the stars align.
Splendid was your guidance of the Nightwings, reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find freedom that you seek. Exiles are instantly banished if they touch the adversary's aura. Press square to evade auras. I finished watching Fruits Basket last night. It was a good anime. I can't wait for the remake of it that's coming out this year. After vanquishing the Dissidents almost effortlessly, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal, and figure out how to best to proceed. A triumvirate of anarchists who conduct their rites for sheer thrill, led by the cur Bucker Ashpaws. That is a cool looking emblem. You alright, Rukey? You think so, champ? I just need a little time. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is waning. Yes, I've heard and I've seen the first episode, and I've even read the manga. Many people are calling out the first episode, but if you've read the manga or read the light novel, I personally thought it was I don't know. I think I mean, like, you have to read the manga to understand things. Like, it's supposed to be a matriarchy, but there's a guy in charge. The actual reason for that is because the queen is out with the other countries to settle disputes, because the kingdom of Meldum, the kingdom that the heroes were summoned from, was supposed to ask all the other kingdoms for aid in conducting the rite instead of doing it by himself. So it kind of got them all. It kind of got the other kingdoms all in a bit of anger issues that the queen went to go finish. Reader, would you join us outside, please? You find Jodariel and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to glow pale. You look towards the heavens. Let's see what we got. Melif, the bog star. The bog star burns bright over a fetid cavern in the flagging hands. Ah! Is that Cthulhu? That's Cthulhu, isn't it? Then, it is as I feared. We are to press further north, beneath the valley, into flagging hands. A gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside, beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noise-festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically, a disgusting swamp pit. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been the flagging hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of flagging hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take rest what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agreed to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn you shall have to press deeper into the downside. Also, I'm gonna upload another part of my Sphinx plate. Oh, cool! Tizo's nest. Various scraps and things laced together with bits of ribbon and fabric, topped off with a plush fish. Tizo's out with Jodariel. And she's out with Tizo. Headwinds scouting the premise. Rukey's nearby. Faye's lost in prayer. And cool. I'm glad you're doing a Sphinx playthrough, man. That game needs it. You can tell something's troubling Rukey, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, chump. Listen, I gotta level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not easy to forget, though. Believe you me, I tried. He's a troublemaking cur who thrills into the feet of the triumvirates who stand against him. Well, he's got me by a scruff. I've been down here for a little while, as you can see by now. But Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand. I had a certain standard to uphold. So, I figured he'd be the one to ask. And Rukey hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So what if I owe him though, right, chum? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I mean, rich. My little problem with Barker, soon it's gonna take care of itself, just as soon as my people send the money through. So, I'm telling you right here and now, you don't even have to worry about it, and I'm sure everything on that front is gonna end up real tidy, real soon. I'm gonna focus on it while I think the next video idea. Let's Plays are good for venting / brainstorming. Agreed. Well, with that, he scampers off before you can respond. It seems Rukey owes a debt of some kind. What is on the line exactly, you are unsure. Speaking of... Let's go and take care of this first. A venom... Race, Imp. Ravenous creatures indigenous to the downside, scant few of which possess a higher intellect. Stand between the imp and its appetite if you wish to be eaten. Downside proper. Drive Imp. Imp specially trained to operate the intricate machinery in the black wagons of the downside. They are born and raised in the downside, to operate black wagons, and keep other fauna well in check. Tizo appears to be born in the downside, thus not bound by the Commonwealth law. As mercy guides our hand, we spare your lives, but rid ourselves of you. He appears to be born in the downside, thus not bound by the Commonwealth law. In downside, one's past does not tend to be subject for discussion. Tizo was born in the downside, though perhaps lives long to live someplace else. Some withstand the downside for no longer than a day or two. Others last for many, many years. Imps are known to have for superior appetites, but not for having much in the way of intellect. This particular imp defies all such common understanding and seems to be deeply connected to the Black Wagon of the Nightwings, and perhaps the Rice themselves. You and he quickly formed an understanding. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. I think we did good enough for now. We got the lone minstrel back, we got Tizo, we took on the Dissidents, and we completed the raid. Next, we're gonna go to Flagging Hands and possibly deal with whatever right is up there. I know what's gonna happen, and I have a bad feeling about this. Until then, I'm Drinking Mark. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a video or stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, later. I gotta really check this out.